On today's episode of Robot Sidekick, the suggestion suggested by Heather Willis is chicken. Hey there, little chicken. Hey there, little guy. Come over here. Let me pet you. Does that feel good?
Yeah.
Oh, does this feel good?
No.
Oh, well, I won't do that again. How about this?
Oh, yeah.
You like that chicken?
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do a little more. Do you like
No,
that?
no.
Oh, too much. Oh, my apologies, Mr. Chicken. Hey, Mr. Chicken, would you be interested in coming over to my place for a little dinner party? Yeah. Well, I mean, there's gonna be other people there, of course. I figured that you could be our main course of the, our main guest of the night. Just guest. I meant guest.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Do you have any friends that you can bring?
Jeff.
Okay, yeah, Jeff. He sounds nice. And this is a potluck, so if you wouldn't mind bringing some, potatoes or corn on the cob to come with you, or to bring with you. Is that okay, Mr. Chicken?
Yeah, I think that's okay.
Okay, perfect. And while you're at it, you might want to bring a good old helping of
Robot! Sidekick! Ready! Go!
Welcome to Robot Sidekick Season 2!
Off to a good start.
The best start we've had in any season, I would say. Our first season started off with just us talking about
Hamilton, I think.
Yeah, that was it, actually.
We talked to
Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't even planning on doing a podcast.
Nope, we were all drunk.
And here we are, at least a year later.
We're less drunk.
Way less drunk than we were before. I think it was almost exactly like a year ago.
Yeah, I think it was pretty close because we were talking about their wedding being about a year out.
And my wedding being like a couple weeks out.
Yeah.
That was his birthday. Wait, when's his birthday? It was on his birthday.
Maybe.
Isn't it February 27th? January 27th?
It's got to be February 27th.
It was just about a year ago.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
That's how things happen.
It's weird. It's almost like we planned it.
Like we planned when we were going to return for our second season.
But we didn't.
Nope. So, welcome everyone to Season 2 of Robot Sidekick. My name is JC Carlson.
My name is Brian Rudzinski.
And we are
the world's greatest podcast festival.
We are throwing a festival of the world's greatest podcast. And if you're watching right now, you'll notice it's a different angle. Look at this window. Whoa, look at this.
Probably shouldn't have that there. But
No, but just something different, doing the podcast with just us two, because this is the greatest podcast festival. In the greatest podcast festival, we talk about our favorite moments of Robot Sidekick because it's the greatest podcast at the greatest podcast festival.
We thought, why not come back? Second
about,
season.
Talk about all of our greatest moments of this podcast in the greatest podcast festival of 2017. This is going to be an annual thing, people. So if you want to submit for the greatest podcast festival, you can send your submissions at robot.sidekick@gmail.com. What is it?
Probably. I think that's one of them.
We have multiple. We have so much fan mail. We had to open a second account.
The dot doesn't really matter, actually. I found that out recently.
Really?
Yeah. It's just a way that you can put the dot wherever you want, and then Google will just send it to a different folder in your same one.
I thought you were going to say it'll just send it to a different email. I was like, well, then it doesn't work the way you think it does. That's funny.
Yeah.
So
That's
this
just a little bit of knowledge.
Yeah, this is interesting because I love putting dots places.
Yeah.
You know this.
No, you think everything is an acronym.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not, then what's the point of saying it?
What's JC stand for?
Oh man, if I we'll get to that later. But at the world's greatest podcast festival, 2017, we're talking about the best moments of Robot Sidekick.
What?
We could do this all episode and we'd have tons of fun
Yeah,
with it.
nobody else would, but that's fine.
No, you listeners, if you're not enjoying this, unsubscribe right now.
Don't tell them.
If you're,
we have a few.
we have to keep our
subscribers.
25.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're sticking at 25. But we're gonna take this time to talk about some of our most fond moments of Robot Sidekick. We have memories. We have just doing a podcast. There's just got to be some things that you've really enjoyed about this experience, Brian.
Yeah, I think we already hit on one of them. I really did enjoy that very first episode we had.
Yes, with Chris.
Yeah.
And then backstory on it, even though we probably talk about the backstory in that episode. It was his birthday. We got him really drunk. We came over and we just said, let's just hit record, see what happens. And doth behold.
I believe it was about 40 minutes into the episode. And he's like, wait, are we recording?
Yeah, we're like, did you not know? We don't just talk this way. I mean, we kind of
we put out our announcer voices.
Yeah,
when
we
do
do.
podcasts.
It is funny. So when you do a podcast, do you feel like you put on a voice?
I think not. Maybe just a tiny bit.
Like a little more energy
I
into
think
it?
it's a little more energy and maybe a little slightly more of a persona kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really do this or
I mean,
anything
yeah,
like that.
it's a performing voice and a performing character.
Yeah. Yeah. I also do try to say the word like and a little less.
Do you feel like it works?
I don't know.
Maybe.
maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know if I'm more conscious about what I say. I think a little bit, just a little bit more before I say something, because I'm like, well, people hate me if I say it this way.
Yeah.
But this isn't our first podcast.
No.
And if we go back to Podcast the Podcast, our first podcast that we ever did together,
It's the best name
Best-
for anything.
look it up.
Yeah.
Look it up. It's the best name for a podcast, hands down.
My hands are down, JC.
Yes. But I feel like that was, back then, we definitely put on announcer voices a lot. Wouldn't you say so?
I think maybe so.
It was definitely amped up in our performance.
That was the first time too. I remember making like a real conceited effort to not say like I just did like that.
All right. So you've come a long way then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've regressed. I've gone backwards.
I
I
mean,
just
that's
said
one. That's one way to look. You could say you've progressed.
No, I've regressed.
So is
I
this
just said
this
the
cup
word-
this cup that I have right here? Is it half full or half empty?
There's no cup there.
Oh, okay.
I
So
didn't learn anything from improv.
yep, I can tell. So so as far as Podcast the Podcast goes, and moving into Robot Sidekick, what are some things that you've enjoyed with this new podcast that we created?
I like the new setup.
I mean, yeah, this is.
Yeah.
You mean the studio that we built?
Yeah.
Instead of a kitchen table with like dogs
think-
barking and.
Well, we've still had dogs barking.
Yeah, so we have, but
Yes.
yeah, it wasn't just like windows open because it got so hot in the apartment, or 5 guys sitting around and taking shots before each one.
To be fair, I have drank a little bit.
Most of
before
the time,
many
yep,
of them.
Most of them. I'm surprised you're not drinking now.
Yeah, well, sometimes you do progress.
You've progressed.
Yeah, yes, I have.
One of the things I think I liked most is we've definitely, obviously, have had guests on this show, and that's just been a fun element to some people we've never met before, and had to get to know a person in an hour's time, and then also put on some sort of entertainment.
Yeah, no, I agree. There's some guests. We had was it Jose and Alicia? Were they
Yeah.
in the same? Was that the same episode?
Yeah, I think those two were together.
Yeah,
No, it was Jose and Dana.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That was a really fun one.
Yeah.
I think we have a clip from that one actually.
Yeah. Let's play a clip from one of our favorite episodes with Jose and Dana.
All right.
Wow, that was a great clip.
Yeah, that was so good. And
They're such likable people.
they're real likable and they're really like social justice warriors.
Absolutely, and that conversation that he had about starting from the slums and working his way up to be a main stage Annie performer on Broadway was amazing.
It was just
Loved
so touching.
that conversation. It's funny to look back on some of those moments and some of the guests we have, and we talked about I think at one point we had a guest where we talked a lot about improv. It was Bill.
Yeah, the improv master.
The improv master, as I like to call him. I know you like to call him some other things.
Like a big swinging dick.
Cherry Blossom.
French tickler.
The British Bandit.
The French bandit.
He's known by bandits in a lot of different countries. But, I mean, he had a lot of cool insight on not just the art of improv, but like how it can be made into a career.
Well, I do think, too, that was where we first got the idea to do the greatest podcast festival of 2017.
I thought it was ever first. We'll work on it. Progress. I think actually we've regressed.
We regressed.
This is the Progress Regress podcast.
That's a better name than podcast. Fest.
It is. You would be able to find it. But yeah, it was cool, and just hearing all of his travels and the people that he's met, and just kind of the community that he's been able to build within the Arizona Republic.
He's on the newspaper.
He's on the newspaper.
I didn't know. There is that improv section of the newspaper.
Yeah.
It's weird, but I like it.
Yeah, I believe he even wrote a segment of a piece that he wrote for the Republic. We have a clip, actually. Let's go to the clip. Wow.
Oh, man.
Bill kills me every time. I
So
mean,
funny.
That piece, I don't understand how it's not a Pulitzer winning piece.
I'd say he should have 6 prizes.
Is it the Pulitzer Prize?
Mm-hmm.
I always when I heard it, I always said it's the Pulitzer Prize. when you think about it, the Pulitzer Prize, I was always like, so when people said the Pulitzer Prize, I can't hear it without it being the Pulitzer Prize.
I'm not gonna hear it any other way now. Oh no!
I mean, think about it. If you say it slow, say it fast, either way, it's gonna last. It's the Pulitzer Prize.
Oh no! I mean, the Pulitzer Prize
category. Oh my God!
No. Nobody should win a prize
Called the Pulitzer Prize. That's got to be
the
like
Pulitzer Prize.
That's got to be an award for something.
It's probably in the porn industry.
I mean, I was gonna wait till you said it, but yeah,
Well, there you
probably. But it was great having
Yeah,
him
it was
on.
such a good clip.
Now, as far as like guests, we those were some of our favorite guests. Were there any moments in the podcast that you actually loved being a part of?
No.
Okay. Any moments that you enjoyed a little bit?
Yeah, there were some.
Okay, tell me about those instead. Remember the improv, yes, and
we're not improvising. We're talking about serious things here.
remember just good conversation.
I don't throw around
just yes and about that.
I don't throw around the term love very, casually.
Okay, but just something that you've enjoyed. I don't want to put some love in your Pulitzer Prize.
I remember the episode with Alicia Meredith and what was it? I don't remember her name.
I'm not gonna say it because you don't remember.
That's good.
And you should remember all of our.
But these are.
That's just a problem you have.
This is my favorite though, apparently. So
and what moment exactly from that episode did you enjoy so much?
I didn't do any research. I should have probably researched.
Yeah, just
some.
like you said, you remembered a moment in that episode. What was the moment that you enjoyed?
The improv.
Okay, what was so
Yeah.
great about the improv?
It was funny.
What? The improv and that was funny.
Yeah.
Now,
it was
are
the
you
only time it was
are
funny.
you talking about the opening scene that we did, or?
No, I remember Alicia kept playing a mom character.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was like everybody's mom,
Yep.
no matter
It
what.
was, she was
right?
just like yelling real
Yeah,
loud.
That's right. Oh my God, we were dying.
Yeah.
And not only that, that was also the episode where we played the game where we would stop recording and we'd say, "Hey, we're stop recording, guys. Can we like cool it on the
Well,
language?"
I remember because I don't know if this came off in the actual episode, but she was like, they were convinced that they did something wrong for a second. Like they thought that we actually paused the episode.
Yeah, and that's what made it so funny is we paused and and we were just playing a game in that, but she really felt like
There was
she
a
was
look
in
of terror. On
yeah,
her
she was
face.
just like, and then we kept going, and I had to pause again, and we'd be like, fake pause. And we'd be like, this is a bit, right? We're just joking, and she basically like sank into her chair. But we actually we have a clip of that, so let's go ahead and show that. Wow, what a clip! That was probably one of my favorites.
Yeah. What else is one of your favorites?
Oh, I really enjoyed, and we've only maybe done this once, but when we had these two guests that we've never met before, they were Martians, moon people.
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
And the two gentlemen who joined us, for those who don't know, weren't actually Martians or moon people or whatever they were. They were just two guys who came in with an idea, and most of the time our guests, we tell them, hey, come on, we can just have fun, or if you have an idea, let's just do it. If you have something you want to talk about, if you have like a cool game or a cool, like, if you want to play a character, just come on and we'll do it. Most of the time people, they'll say, oh, for the first time I just want to hang out, talk with you guys because you're like the best podcasters in the west side of the the canal. But but they came in with an idea and we just went with it, and it was a very fun episode where we got to play and explore with these characters.
Yeah, I remember that being a lot of fun. They remember before it, they'd never really done anything like that, and they were just kind of...
Yeah, one of them had done improv before in high school, and the other one was literally an artist.
Yeah.
And they
Speaking of
both...
which, she does do really cool art, too.
Oh, yeah,
looking at his
amazing art.
Instagram.
But the fact that they were all in with us the whole time, and they did great playing to their characters. It was one of the experiences that we only really got to do something like that maybe once, but when we did it, it was super fun. Let's cut to a clip of that. Oh my god!
I don't remember how did we get out of that.
Oh, the fact that they took over the show, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, like how did we get our show back? I don't remember.
Murder.
No.
Just a little bit of
That's why they haven't been back on.
Thing we call
I forgot
murder.
we did that.
Yeah, but that was a great part.
Yeah.
But we also had just some little bro down moments.
Bro down moments.
Or we just have our close friends come on with us, have a little conversation.
Yeah, we rate women.
Rate women. We talk about movies. We talk about how we would kill people if we had the choice.
That's true. We talk about killing grandparents and things
And
like that.
we even just had an episode 27.
27.
Which, if you haven't listened to it yet, best episode by far. I don't know what about that 27 episode is, but something special about it.
It's weird. It's weird that one's the best one, but it is.
It's definitely the best one.
Yeah.
And we could just play the whole episode for him right now. Why not?
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's just make the whole clip. Man, whew. Can't believe we just sat through a whole hour listening to that clip.
It's crazy.
But it was a great clip. Episode 27. Gosh. This is going to be a long episode, I just realized.
But we can win the award for the longest podcast episode of the year.
The Pulitzer Prize for
Pulitzer Prize.
for the longest podcast of the year. I think we could do that. How long do you think we have to go?
Probably another, I'd say, 12 minutes.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. We're almost there.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
Yeah, this isn't going to be that hard, I guess. All right. But yeah, so we had a lot of cool groups that have come on, like different improv groups.
A lot of them happen to play at Improv Mania for some reason.
Improv Mania. The representation from that, it's just crazy.
But we have the Torch Theater.
The Torch Theater. That's it. Just those two.
Just those two. But
Yeah.
that's fine.
That's two theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've had groups. We've had a whole bunch of different people on. People like Jaws. People like you said, Shay, Meredith, Alicia.
Shay.
You just now got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. But we also have had other podcasts on this show. Just one. We're supposed to have more in the future, but when Myers-Briggs.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
And
Our first crossover episode.
I really enjoyed learning what my personality type was, and it's since become. I'm pretty convinced that's what I am.
Are you has it made you more self-aware of what you're doing in the current moment, or when you're with people, or?
Yeah, I think it just helps to understand my own, what I'm doing and why I'm doing certain things. I don't know.
More validation,
Yeah.
and everything. It explains who you are and why you're you.
Yeah.
Why are you?
Because.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm the opposite. I think I've been trying my hardest to disprove that I am what I am. Not that I don't like what I am. I just don't like being labeled. Oh, you're this. So no matter what happens, you'll be like this. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna take a yoga class or something weird like that, which might be very ENTP. But
I think it is.
shit.
I think you're doing exactly.
I need to read a friggin' book. That's what I need to do, but I can't seem to do it. I have no like INTJ or in me or anything like that.
Well, I'm an INTP and I don't read books, so
I mean, if you really put your mind to it.
I guess.
We've had a couple episodes that we didn't even release.
Oh yeah.
So if one episode in particular that we didn't release for the safety of the two with our good boys from Just And, Justin and Andy.
Yeah, they were just wee little boys at the time.
Just wee little boys.
They're still wee
in high
little
school,
boys, but they're a little bit older boys.
living in New York. But the first episode we ever recorded with them was so foul-mouthed and filthy. We said, you know what? Maybe it's a better idea that we don't.
I
show
think
this.
it was also with their like
with
desires.
strong suggestion. Please don't post that. We want to get into college.
My mom to see that, and
but you know what? Fuck them.
yeah,
Let's show it right now. The whole episode.
thing.
Here we
Well,
go.
We're gonna break this record by like a lot then.
Well, hey, we're record breakers. That's what
right.
you do on the
World's
greatest podcast festival ever 2017. Did we change the title like 3 times? Okay. Let's play this clip. Wow.
Oh
God.
no.
That was my
Andy's
ears
mom.
bleeding. Oh jeez.
And his professor?
I know. I mean, I don't know how he's ever going to get that scholarship to stay there. And Justin, man, can you believe that guy?
Man. Ugh.
Oh.
Ugh.
Ah. Okay, that was too much. That made me like literally gag there for a second.
Maybe we'll put an effect on that or something.
Oh yeah, You're really regressing that little sound effect you're doing.
Yep.
We've come a long way with this podcast, Brian.
Have we?
I mean, we've come 28 episodes at least. That's pretty far, right?
Yeah, that's
29 if you count the one where we just played.
Yeah, that's true. I did. Oh, and there was another one that we didn't. It just wasn't good.
I still get a lot of questions about that one.
Yeah.
For those of you who also don't know, we had an episode with Trent and Tyler. They were on a episode just previously, about 2 episodes ago. But the first one we ever did, it was just we weren't feeling it as a group. We were just all kind of
sometimes
off.
you get in and sit down in the room and it's just that was what you're looking for.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with that? You feeling the funk? You feel the funk?
Yeah, funk.
I got a funk.
Sometimes funk is good though.
You got a little bit of funk in this junk.
Boom, ticka boom, ticka boom, ticka boom. That's not funky, is it?
that was groovy. I think you get a little groove, not enough funk. I think funk would be like.
It's the world's greatest.
Can't even do it anymore. I'm just gonna keep adding stuff that I think was in the title. But yeah, we had an episode where we never thought about it, but turns out there's a thing called copyright laws.
Yeah, it's weird.
And you can't just play soundtracks in your episode.
like we used to in our old podcast.
Yeah, but we didn't really publish that, I don't think. But you know what? Today's the day we say, screw it. We'll take the copyright claims.
Yeah.
We'll pay you John Williams.
Hey, I just did my taxes.
Yeah.
I'm getting a refund back. A refund.
It's not just a fund, it's a refund.
That's what it is.
It's a refund.
It's so much. It's not fun once. It's fun twice.
And the Pulitzer Prize for Best Refund goes to
the world's
greatest podcast festival ever 2017. Did we put festival in it before?
Yeah.
I don't even remember at this point. This is getting ridiculous. Let's play an episode from that episode. Let's play a whole episode. Go.
We're just going to play all
Here
the
it is.
back.
Here. Click. Wow. Oh, man. That was a fun game we played with all those soundtracks.
Oh, man. We're going to get sued so hard.
Come at me, David Blaine. He's a composer, right?
No, he's a magician.
Oh, well. I'm sure he's made music. He makes music, I'm sure, all the time with his wife.
I mean, he probably... His magish.
You know how he magicians all over people? He probably magician and got a Pulitzer Prize from it. in the world's greatest podcast festival ever, 2017 Magic. I feel like you'd say murder mystery. Oh my gosh.
Well, his magic tends to be like him locking himself into a box or something. So I bet he had one where he was just like,
That's just his magic. He's no magic outside the box. He's all in the box
he's
magic.
the one who's
man.
just like, I'm gonna just be I'm gonna live in the water for like a month or something.
live in the water. I think you're just describing fish at this point. Look at this magic thing. That's a goldfish, Brian.
Well,
He's been in there a month. How does he do it?
Just a fish with a top hat.
Fish with a top hat. He's a magic fish. He pulled a person out of his hat, and he's been in that
Jerry
hat for a month.
Seinfeld.
Oh, it's a fish. We'll take all this fish. Well, what's up with that? In the world's greatest podcast festival ever, 2017 Magic Murder Mystery. Oh my God, this episode.
This is gonna be unlistenable.
I think we've proven that we can make things unlistenable. Just look at our previous 27 episodes.
Let's play them right now.
So what people, all 27 episodes, that was them. I hope you
That's
enjoyed
so
them. We've hit at least 32 hours on this episode. I don't know how we're going to publish this. I hope people listen to the whole thing. Oh. So what people also don't know is the first ever real episode we recorded together for our new podcast. It wasn't even called Robot Sidekick.
No, it was called
Comedy Warzone.
Yeah, Comedy Warzone. I was gonna say Comedy Death Ray, but that was actually
That's an actual thing.
that's
Yeah, it was the Comedy Warzone, and it was just me and you
doing
I
what
think
we were
with
just doing.
with handheld mics and literally baby.
Said
And
baby a lot.
we said a lot of baby, and it was just us two making each other laugh for about an hour, to the point where I think we listened to it and we laughed so much that we said, "All right, we can't.
No,
this
no,
is
no.
too bad."
Part of what it was there was like a
weird hum.
hum and a clicking noise. No, that's what it was. It was like it was like anyway. It was really annoying. Every second, you can't listen to that. I can't release that. So
It's like when you try to listen to nice, like, royalty-free music and it says Audio Jungle.
yeah, that's
It's like
best. Oh. Audio Jungle. You're listening to Audio Jungle
on the world's greatest podcast festival ever, 2017 Magic Murder Mystery Jungle. That's got to be the whole title. Can the whole title just? How long can we make a title on YouTube? It can go pretty long.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if SoundCloud has a limit.
I
or
think
not.
they do.
Oh,
So you have to like.
we'll just abbreviate it. You
When was,
like
last time, when was
acronyms.
the last time we posted one of our episodes on SoundCloud, Brian?
A long time.
Yeah, we missed a couple there.
Yeah, well, you know.
Here's a clip from that. Wow, great clip. That was a clip of Brian forgetting to post onto SoundCloud.
Why'd you film me doing that?
Hey, I got a lot of cameras
Oh,
in here.
Also, it was a really long clip of me forgetting to do it.
It was about 3 weeks until I mentioned it. This is the longest episode ever. Some could say this is the world's greatest podcast festival 2017 Magic Murder Mystery Jungle.
Jungle party.
What was we trying to add on to that? I don't remember.
I don't know. Oh no. Oh my.
Well, Brian, this is the part of the show where we like to plug some things. So you know what to do.
Plug it in, plug it in.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the thing we call plugs, where we like
Plugs.
to plug things.
Plugs.
Brian, what do you have to plug?
I have nothing. Like
All right,
Always.
perfect. Well, plug the show. How about that? Plug the show people are listening
Oh,
to right now.
you should listen to more. There's this great podcast called Robot Sidekick.
What? Where can I find it?
You can find it on
Right here. You're a robot psychic angry.
right here, right now.
At the world's greatest podcast festival ever, 2017 Magic Murder Mystery Jungle Party. That's right. That's where you can find us. Now, where else can they find us?
iTunes, SoundCloud.
Well, sometimes.
Sometimes, maybe. I'll start doing it probably. We'll see.
YouTube.
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 The YouTube's
You can-
YouTube page.
Oh,
If
I
you
do.
go-
I also want to plug You Talking You Two to me.
Okay.
It's available on Howl. You have to have a subscription
If you
now.
if you really just for that,
for anything.
if you
older
guys,
than 6 months.
if they want to plug us, feel free, you guys.
Yeah.
You can find us on our YouTube. Subscribe to us. Like this shirt with your friends. Leave a comment.
Did you say like
suggestion-
this shirt?
Like this shirt. Like my shirt, people.
Like this shirt with your friends.
You can also find us on our Facebook page. I was burping that whole time. You can find us on our Facebook page. Like our page. We also share a whole bunch of just current events and fun things that are happening throughout the days. I haven't done anything today, but stuff's happening, people.
Yeah.
So if you want
do things.
to,
Then you should just be there.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So go on there. You can also find JC at Improvmania. Right now he's the current champion of the thing they call a Thunderdome.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And you can also
want a
come to
fucking
shows.
trophy?
Yeah, I mean, do we have one here?
Oh yeah, I do actually. Hold on.
No, please don't. You really don't have to do that. But go there and support local comedy if you're in the Chandler area. Improvmania, like their Facebook.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram at Goddamn Gentleman.
I'm at Instagram at JC Carlson. I think is that what my name is?
I don't know. Are you like JC85233?
Don't just tell people my sign-ons. Oh god.
Password.
Password, email.
KittyCat62.
KittyCat62, because you know what happened in 62. Well, Brian, this has been good, and I hope you at home enjoyed this also.
I hope that you enjoyed it more than he hopes you enjoyed it.
Season 2, Robot Sidekick. Thank you for listening, and this next season will be good.
We will be good.
We will be good. And ladies and gentlemen, this was the world's greatest podcast festival ever 2017 Magic Murder Mystery Jungle Party. Bye.
Bye.